Hey guys, I'm Zama.
And I'm Lanzi, and welcome to
Because We Said So.
Girls Meeting, Girls and Gays Meeting.
Yeah, it's another Wednesday, guys. We're back.
How are you feeling, girl?
I'm feeling good. I had a really scrumptious weekend. I was in Cape Town seeing family, friends. It was so good. I feel like Cape Town will always eat. Although it is really cold there and it's raining and stuff, all the best to the Cape Town people. Y'all be safe.
Dove.
I'm out of there, but that was lovely.
You literally said put one foot in, quickly,
Show
come
me,
out.
and I put my feet out, but it was really good, Shame. I had a good time.
It's always nice also to go home, just to touch base.
Sleep in your bed.
Sleep in your bed.
Oh, guys, it'll always be famous.
It really will. And you got to see Sedza. Shout out Sedza.
It's my queen.
Because she decided to leave us.
Hey, man.
It's all right. It's okay. It's all right.
I'm dead winner.
I'm good, Chobi. I feel like my energy is a bit low this week because I did a lot of health-related stuff. So that took a lot out of me. But otherwise, I'm good, man. Just same old. I kept it easy this weekend.
Kept it
Didn't
cute.
do anything.
It's because I wasn't here, guys. That's why she kept it cute. Clearly, I'm the culprit.
Because the weekend before that, I also kept it cute and you were in town. So.
Fair. I was
Maybe
saying,
I'm keeping it cute.
Maybe I'm the reason that you're not keeping it.
I want to give it to you, but Jimmy.
Oh, okay. Wow. Damn.
So I kept it chill, edited and jam. I was wholesome the weekend. Also, it's helping because right now I'm posy, so not going out really helps with that. But I know, like, tomorrow,
I was like,
there's going to be temptation in the room.
Not poozing is going to stop very soon. So,
like, on how many days now? 13. No, actually, today's the 14th. 14 days. Better than nothing.
Yeah, it is.
I tried to get to 14 days. Tomorrow, though, we have plans with the girls. Dove.
This is literally not going to happen, Queen.
But also, it's okay.
It's literally fine. Like,
It's
winter, problems are many. Like, let's not.
I need a little beverage.
Let's not increase the problems. Like.
Pop culture rewind of the week. We're going to start off with the discourse that I've been seeing. It started off on TikTok where there's this guy who's crashing out, and it's so funny. He's crashing out over the vlogging culture on TikTok right now. So his take, which a lot of us are agreeing with, which I love, is that people that do vlogs in more poverty-stricken conditions, like if they live in a shack or they live in Lokshini or Bakezendishini or they posting taxis, things like that, people tend to suck that content up under the guise of, you're so genuine, this is so relatable, you yourself, like all of that. Whereas people that do vlogs that are middle class, it's like, it's okay, like we care or we don't care, whatever, like it's just another day. And then there's also luxury content where people eat that up because people look up to that, or Sabawell, or this is so lush, or oh my God, that's my queen. People suck that up too. So he's been kind of crashing out over that. There's been a lot of takes on that. My take, I agree to say that a lot of people do suck up the content that is more less money and the poverty side of things because it makes people feel better about themselves. Where if someone else is struggling, it makes me feel like, oh, you know what, it's not so bad for me. Or it's also, this is so relatable. This is you being real. But it's like, I don't know if the person's being real or that's just their reality. If my reality is middle class, I'm not going to force the other content because that's not, does that make me not real? I don't know. But that's basically my take. I agree.
I guess it also gets back to like, what do you consider to be real? Because at the end of the day, whatever circumstance you're in, it's your reality.
It's the reality,
I guess it's just people, maybe they are, I don't know, shocked to see people create content, maybe sometimes in the more poverty-stricken circumstances, and maybe also in the super luxury. Maybe it's just content that you've never seen before, because maybe that's not what you're exposed to. And maybe that also goes again then for the poverty content, is that people, maybe it's just like you haven't experienced it, so love to see it, or whatever the case may be, or you're seeing something relatable in it. But that's my thing to say, is like, it depends what you're looking for, like in content that you watch. That's why I haven't actually seen the discourse, but I can definitely agree that like the middle class people don't get as much praise or just as much recognition, considering you're just doing the everyday mundane thing. And I think it probably does discourage people who just live regular, ordinary lives to create content. Vlogging, but I think they still should, because at the end of the day, content creation is all about working with what you have. When you have it. At the time that you have it.
Exactly. So if you were to be a content creator and you're middle class, shoot that vlog. Someone will love it. If you're in the poverty side of things, shoot that vlog. If you're luxury, shoot that vlog.
Yeah.
But I think another thing people were saying is, but then when the person goes from the poverty content, then they start to make money, get campaigns and stuff, and now they move to the middle class, then the traction starts to dwindle. I remember they mentioned, God's Butler. He used to do more poverty-stricken content, which I think he started that wave, I'd say, because that's when I first started seeing it. And I was like, oh, this is cool, like a different POV, you know what I mean? But now he's obviously doing well. He's working, so he's now in the middle class side of things. You hardly see his content anymore. The numbers have started to go down. And it's like, so were you guys supporting him because you really if with his content? Or is it because you felt sorry for him? Or was it because...
No, but it does go back to that thing of even like when people in the West would see images of children in Africa starving, it's always like they always want to show like the worst parts of Africa to show like kind of make them feel better, I feel like, because that's also why Americans don't even consider the fact that we have homes and there's not animals
we live in trees
around. It makes them feel better to see us in a worse place. And I feel like that goes with a lot of different circumstances. Like people prefer to see someone in a down place as opposed to them being kind of where they deem it to be like on a okay level. They prefer it if they're seeing you struggling, which is really sad, to be honest, because I feel like, again, even those people, wherever you are in life, I'm sure, whether you're middle class, if you're in a poverty-stricken circumstance, or even if you have more money, I'm sure everyone is just trying to do better than they were the year before, the week before, whatever. So obviously, like, if you get a platform to do better, you're going to take it.
You're going to progress.
You're going to take people on that journey with you as you go from wherever you were to where you are. So you would hope that people would follow you, not because of the circumstance, but because of the content, the way that I shoot my content, what I say, my storytelling, whatever it is. So it is very unfortunate that people look at it that way, but like, what can you do? Because I think it's like a general life thing. I don't think it's even just necessarily specific to content creation. So,
I agree. Yeah, it is a general life thing. Like, especially abantu abamnyama, like they thrive off of people doing worse than better, which we have to look into that and look into our hearts, because we should be wanting better for each other. Yeah. But I don't know what it is. Abantu abamnyama. Well, MT even has that song. I can't remember what song it is, but he was spitting because a lot of black people thrive off of someone struggling more than them succeeding, which is sad. But anyway, shoot that content. Shoot that content.
Shoot your content. The people will fall in love with you for your personality and the way that you shoot the content.
Yeah.
I feel like fixating on people's circumstances is sad.
Hey, Vandlin, this whole aesthetics culture.
Yeah.
Hey, son. But anyway, moving on to our other pop culture moments. Ronaldo finally got that
click.
El Clico. El Click. And he finally proposed to our gorgeous girl, Georgina. Love her loads. I used to watch a reality TV show. I just want to say, shout out to her. She's a better woman than me, because she popped them babies, stuck beside him for 14, 15 years with no ring. And he had the nerve to say it's because he hasn't got that click. Why are you having babies with me if you don't have a click?
That's my point. That's why men judge.
Child is more privileged than a ring.
How can you actually say that with your full chest? You'd rather someone be your mother of your kids than your wife.
When kids are more feminine.
I don't.
Hello? I'd rather have a click over you being the father of my child.
Or rather just say, I don't want to marry her. Then I'm hearing you. So we can say a real thing. So we can hear, Guti, what's the real problem? Because you're saying you don't have a click for marriage, but you have a click for being a dad.
Being a dad, it's like 4 of them.
Nah, that's
sorry
to say.
But you know what, Georgina? You finally got what you wanted, what you deserve. Shout out to you guys. How do you feel about the ring?
I feel like I see people like literally going at people for saying the ring doesn't look nice. Yeah. It's not to my taste. Angitandi.
That's what I'm saying. Like, yes, I don't have a ring right now. Yes, I'm not rich. Yes, my boyfriend's not a millionaire, but I can have an opinion.
Yeah, like just because I don't have it now, we can't say the ring.
No, we can't have opinions. Nice. I don't like the ring. And my thing is
also, again, going back to what we were even talking about last week. Once you put things in the public domain, we are allowed to comment. That's the scary part. It sucks.
We are.
No, but like we are allowed to say
whether I have diamonds or not. I'm allowed to say that ring is too big. I'm sorry. But you know what? She loves it. As long as she loves it.
So that's fine.
But Tina, as the public, because they are celebrities, we can have a say. And my say is that I'm not the biggest fan of the ring.
Yeah, as well, to be honest. But engagement rings klamalanga. I don't know, because even I saw Chioma and Davido, they got married over this past weekend in Miami, which was a huge wedding. But I also don't... What is happening with the rings, guys?
I hate that.
Like, what is going on? Because at the end of the day, you guys going to wear these like every day of your lives and stuff.
Surely not.
But maybe they're not. Maybe they have another ring that's like a...
That's for the demure one.
So then what is this
that
one for?
That one's just to stand and say... I have a big rock for my... I don't know.
Okay, period.
I felt the same though, even like when Jackie Aina got... was it engaged at the time? Yeah. I thought the ring was huge. I was
it's huge, but I like her.
I like
Sorry.
But like, for me, I'd like it to be slightly smaller, but that's just my opinion, obviously.
I like that. The thing is, you see, this is even it, because I realized like for Georgina and them's, I think I just don't like them in general. For mine, it's like Jackie's, I wouldn't wear it, but I like it for her.
I get.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, either way, I'm not gonna have either of these rings, but like, I don't like it for you, but I like it for her. Do you get what I'm saying? I don't like the Georgina one and the Davido one for anyone. Do you get what I'm saying?
That's so real.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Even like, I won't lie, Davido and Chioma getting married so late in the game. I thought they were married already.
Really?
I
No, but I think they did get married already. They had their traditional marriage. So I think this is just like their huge celebration, the whole thing. And the fact that the whole like interaction with them at the wedding was just so awkward to me.
Cringe.
Chioma looks like she can't stand him, which is so fair if she can't. Like, no judgment
I
from me.
wouldn't be shocked if she doesn't.
If you can't stand him, I support you, because at the end of the day, wow.
Cheater.
Like, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, cheater got gal.
She's a better woman than me.
Yeah, she is. Well, is she a better woman than you, Shobi?
Yeah, actually.
For that. Like, we can't use that as the scale of who's the better woman, because at the end of the day...
I'd like to argue that I'm better in that situation.
Like, at the end of the day, but also she looks so beautiful. Rocking a pixie cut at your wedding takes... Honestly,
I won't lie.
It takes like really being that girl. It takes a really crazy face card and she pulled it off.
No, she pulled it off. Wow. Body tea in that dress as well.
Yo, she looks stunning.
Congrats, I don't want to lie. Davido though, scary man.
Like, oh my gosh. But you see the problem with short men. This is where the danger comes.
Short men, I don't want to lie to you.
The danger comes in.
And the money's long though. And that's probably why she's in there.
True, and you know what? I respect it, Queen. Each to its own. However...
I'm done. Moving on to another musical artist, because our Queen Tyler, get behind me. This discourse about her race again. So basically, she dropped her EP that we spoke about in the other episode.
Stream it immediately.
Stream it now, please. So obviously, they released like the stats on how it's doing on the charts and stuff. And Americans were saying it's not doing that well because Tyler didn't respect their whole cultural thing in terms of the colored thing. And what I don't understand is it actually has nothing to do with anything you guys are clutching at straws, because one, she already addressed the colour thing, first and foremost. Two, my biggest argument is that you guys are saying Tyler's flopped. She actually hasn't flopped. Let's start there. It's literally a 5-song EP. Let's all calm down. And it's still charting, mind you. Yes, it's not doing amazing, but it's an EP.
It's a little midnight.
I actually don't think the expectation was...
And her actual album did really well. So what's the problem?
So what's the chance? And on top of that, you guys did Chloe flop. You guys did No Money flop. You guys did all these artists.
Coco Jones.
Coco Jones is not even on the charts. You let them flop, and they in America, and they black women. So we can't make it it's because she uses this color thing. Clearly has nothing to do with that, because then...
Yeah, but it's really unfortunate that they really won't let that thing go, because just a small ChatGPT search. I won't even say Google, because ChatGPT is even quicker. You ask them a little question and you find out exactly why she says that's her race. I feel like they're finding it really hard to wrap their heads around. And I feel like it's really interesting that like now she has to now form a new identity and a new space, because they don't understand or won't respect what she's saying about how she identifies. Imagine being a colored your whole life and now you're being told that no, actually you're not a colored. I have to be something else. It's really, really, I just feel like ignorance on their side.
Of course,
and I feel really bad for I feel really bad for Tyler, because I'm just like having to constantly have to like speak for your identity and constantly have to prove yourself to these people is so lame, and people using it as a topic for discourse is really unfortunate. So I feel like we need to stand behind our queen and stream that EP.
And we will.
The whole...
I would say, like, America's like the whole world. Like, the rest of us will be streaming it. We will be supporting Tyler. She'll never fall off while we're still alive. So, Americans having all these takes and whatever, keep your things. We will support our
The thing is, like, obviously, the American market is one that you need to be into if you want to be recognized as a global superstar. But in the same breath, I feel like they just have so much energy for her that they don't have for other people. And I just don't understand why. That's my thing. I feel like you have so much to say to Tyler, but like... your people who are American-born African Americans, you guys are not rallying
not
behind them.
even
So what's
backing them.
tea?
So maybe
What's
the
tea?
issues with you guys. I don't know.
Yes.
So they need to stop being ignorant and be taught and do the research, like you said.
Be teachable,
and
rather.
Teachable, yes. And do the research to see that there's history behind colored people in South Africa.
Yeah.
We're not just thumb sucking it. Like there's a reason she's calling herself a colored woman. So it's boring me, but at the end of the day, Tyler, we support you. We love you. And I'm sure like mentally it does mess her up.
Yeah, I can't imagine every single day I have to now explain. No, this is what I am. This is what I meant. Oh, God.
Even that time she started that statement by yo guys. Valid.
No,
She's
your
got
guys
like,
is so fake.
yo,
What the hell? Good evening.
good evening. Repeat. Now
Like,
it's
I'm
coming up
tired.
again. Please. Even I saw Billboard posted a TikTok explaining the fact that she hasn't flopped. She's actually doing well.
Yeah.
I was like, the fact that Billboard had to step in to be like, Americans, hit the fuck up.
Yeah, I think they need to chill on my girl. Like,
They need to calm down, yes.
if you guys never seen a pretty girl from Joburg, clearly not. Like, we
And
can
that's
see. You've never
what
seen
we prefer. It's like,
welcome to the party, because she's
Joburg-
that girl.
She's a pretty girl from Joburg.
Like,
Lastly, you guys know the podcast, Engineer Your Life by Lungelo. It's a lovely podcast where he interviews a lot of South African celebrities and basically awesome. It's interview style, right? So his recent guest was Annie Mthembu, who was on Real Housewives of Durban, who was married to Khulu Guru, who are now divorced. So she sat down and told her story, which I loved, for her to finally speak out. And I found it really refreshing to hear from her and hear her side of things, because I know he did an interview where we heard his side of things, and shame he didn't speak any ill of her and he did take accountability, but it was really nice for her to finally speak out and speak for women who go through the same experience. And Mandla, I really wish her all the best. I love Annie. Like,
yeah, Annie's a queen. I wasn't even like the biggest Annie fan while she was on Real Housewives of Durban. However, I truly like respect her. I feel like what she's doing is amazing, and her story is really sad, obviously, because obviously it's the demise of her marriage, which is obviously very unfortunate. But just like hearing how she kind of bounced back from it and how she's learning and moving forward and how she still has hope, because I feel like a lot of the times kind of people go through the same situation and feel like, oh my word, like, will I ever find love again? Like, life is so hopeless, da, 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 da. And I just really love how she, at the end of it, kind of tied it into just be like, you know what? There's still more love. There'll still be more happiness. And as much as my relationship with this man didn't work out and this is how things played out, I will be okay, and like I will find love again. And I was like, period, queen, like you will find love again.
And she said she's in a relationship, so I said, good and well, queen, keep it moving, keep it grooving.
Yes, and she's in Cape Town now, period, queen.
You know what? And Ilafia goes on. We keep talking about this post-divorce glow.
Yes, and she looked really beautiful.
She really, really did. So I'm really glad that she is doing well, especially for her kids.
Yeah.
Because when she described like the whole dynamic of how things got toxic, especially for their kids, that probably wasn't nice.
Yeah.
And it really sucks that sometimes the onus has to be on the woman to be like, you know what, this is not okay. I have to walk away, because the man is never going to do that.
9 times out of 10, it is the woman. That's the thing. Like,
It is the woman.
It is the woman.
And does can't tell her, but what can happen? But I'm glad that she took that step, and also that whole like gold digger notion of like she was there.
Yeah, I'm glad she shut that up.
I'm glad she
quickly.
shut it down quick, fast, because guys, money is really not everything at the end of the day.
Yeah, the thing is, the only people who always have that in the front of their mind is because money is everything to you. The next person doesn't have the same like
sentiments.
feelings towards money that you do. So you're looking at everyone as if they're going through a gold digger type situation, but not understanding that, hello, you don't understand the dynamic of this relationship. You don't know what this guy perhaps does to this woman. You don't know what's happening in the relationship. So for you to say someone is staying for money is sick.
It's so sick,
Or
especially
even
when you know
someone for
this
money.
much context.
Exactly, because we didn't know, I didn't know like about Annie's background fully. I think she did mention it on the show, but I'm glad she got to go into it. Not even that I was looking at her like a gold digger, honestly. I was just thinking,
Same.
She was successful. She had her own stuff going. She was with another successful person. Successful people must be together, as they should.
for them.
Like, do you know what I'm saying? But I'm glad she closed that narrative.
Yeah,
because, yeah, I feel like people love to make that thing a huge topic, and it's like, because it's a huge topic for you, you can't make it a huge topic for the next person as well. Like,
You really, really can't. But sending her so much love. And the kids, their children are so cute. I used to be obsessed whenever she posts them. Cute ass kids. But
cuties.
sending them so much love. So today, guys, we're going to do something a little different. I asked you guys on our Instagram to send through some questions that you guys may have for us, that you want to ask me and Zama, or ask us individually. Just, pick our brains a little more, get to know us a little more. Okay, first and foremost, I like this question. What pushed you to start the podcast, and will you ever have guests?
What pushed us to start the podcast? Because we wanted to, yeah. Like, there was a gap in the market. I feel like we didn't have South African voices, women specifically, doing what we're doing. So we thought, well, let's do it.
Let's be the voice.
Yeah, and a lot of the times the podcasts were one person doing something. There was not really... I don't actually know a podcast.
Yeah, or it was like very interviewy podcasts as well.
Yes.
So I remember there was a time we were like Jamili and we were busy yapping about something. And I was like, you know what? This would be great on like a podcast. And we were like, let's get on the Zoom of doing a podcast, because there was no other place where these conversations were happening. So we were like, we're up. And then in terms of guests,
yeah, we will have to guess eventually,
like,
guys.
fear not.
There will be guests in the room.
Yes, I feel like we keep saying it, but people keep asking. It will happen. Like, I promise you.
The main thing also is just to kind of build our rhythm on the podcast first and kind of establish how we get things going. Also then including you guys, and so that you guys can really get a feel for how we are first before we include other people in the conversation, if that makes sense. So guests will be in the room with us.
This one's also based on the podcast. I just like the question. What have you learned so far from having our own podcast?
Ooh, what have I learned so far? I guess I'm just learning to think a little bit more critically, which I already feel like I did, to be honest. But now it's kind of just forcing me to actually look at things from different sides a lot more, consider different perspectives. Just teaching me how to carry and hold a conversation as well, I think.
Yeah, same. I feel like for me, it's also been an eye-opener in terms of the fact that we all go through the same things. And that's, as much as them and I are friends, there's still so much to learn from each other. And like picking her brain and like kind of meshing it with whatever the hell's going on in my brain. It's really a nice feeling. And it's also comforting to feel like as girls, we really do have each other at the end of the day, especially because, which we spoke about in the other episode, there's no community and all of that. So you can feel kind of alone. So I feel like what this podcast has done or taught me is that we are in this together, and shout out to us. We've created a platform where we can all speak to each other, have, our own takes and share that, and
Lovely, guys.
So
thanks for being a part
of our family. I think I'll make this our last ones. As friends, do you share your life goals and visions together to help each other get there?
Yeah, I feel like we do. We definitely do. Yeah.
We definitely do, also because like a lot of them are shared, also because I want Zama to be part of the process, or like all my other friends, because also sometimes the way I see things are different to how my friends see things. So I like to pick their brains, as I always say. I love to pick brains. So like whenever I have ideas, I like to share it with my friends. Or also, I feel like if I say it, then it kind of exists. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's not just an idea in my head, but if I say to Zama, I'd like to do this one, do I want to do this? Then she's like, do it, show me. And then she'll have ideas to be like, start here, or especially because you're already doing this, it'll tie into this nicely. So I think if you have friends, of course you share those visions. It's not like, I know a lot of people worry about jealousy or like saying things too prematurely, but I think if you have a solid foundation as friends, I want to share that, and I want your take, and I want you to help me, Bandla.
I was going to say, for me, I overshare too much for that type of setup. You can't, now you feel like your friends are jealous of you the whole time. Dove, because really I don't have space for that. So Dove. That's why, I feel like we do share.
We do.
What we want to
and I appreciate it, Bandla. I love you loads, guys.
Love you loads, queen. But anyways, guys, we're going to move straight onto our topic for this week. The topic of the week, we're going to be speaking about girl code, okay? We're going to be speaking about girl code, where we'll start it off with kind of speaking about where was the first place you heard about girl code, and like kind of growing up, how did it kind of factor into your life? Because I feel like a lot of us, the first time we heard about girl code was from like movies and stuff, because really like they're the ones who came up with the concept of girl code. I guess like not to say that there was no girl code in real life, but in the sense that they're the ones, the term for it, and also kind of making up specific rules that I feel like we kind of grew up. It's kind of like a girly situation that you end up just kind of adopting as girls. Sometimes you learn it from the older woman in your life, just like women that are in your life, and you're kind of just like, okay, this seems like a good way to run my friendship friendship.
Yeah, and there was also that MTV show that was called Girl Code as well. And there was also Guy Code, but who cares about that?
So yeah, when was the first time you kind of felt yourself incorporating it into your life? Because I feel like for me, it was probably maybe high school.
Yeah,
where you start
definitely high
seeing-
school.
Yeah.
Because in high school, that's when like shit kind of gets real into its
Yep.
dynamics. Especially because, again, bringing this up on the podcast again, primary school, I was a coconut. I was definitely in my Caucasian era, right? So when I moved to high school and I started befriending more black girls, the dynamic changed a lot socially.
Yeah.
So the things that I was looking out for before, I wasn't looking out for now, or
Yeah.
now I'm looking out for different things, and just the way black girls treated me also as well. So that's brought in a lot of girl code to be like, how do we speak to each other? What are expectations as friends in school? And what are the expectations with boys? What are the expectations with homework even, to be like, are you the friend that allows me to copy, or are you the friend that's like, no, bitch, do your work? Do you know what I mean? Like, so I feel like high school was where girl code started to really shine through, but I wouldn't say we honored it correctly because we were kids. Like,
Yeah.
I wouldn't say I was like doing it right.
Yeah.
But I think also the way to see girl code was like fucking up in certain ways, and then
Yeah.
our friends
And then
would
be
be like, you
maybe I don't
as
like
a
that.
girly queen.
But I feel like that's how you always figure it out with, because also the thing is like not everyone has the same boundaries as the next person. So it's also like you have to figure it out for your friendships. I feel like for me, like even now that I'm thinking about it, even now like high school, like early high school, because I had a lot of white friends, to be fair, like
Yes.
the way that it moved in high school to varsity was very different, because I feel like in varsity, again, like befriending a lot of black women, like you said, like I feel like the loyalties and thingies and boundaries are also very different
They are.
to like the culturally, and just because of a lot of different reasons, just the way you grew up also I feel like dictates how you move in certain situations. So yeah, I also feel like there was that shift for me from high school to, because really I wasn't like there was no like fighting over boys, this one's ex, no one wanted the same guys. We weren't like going out like that, so it's not a thing of, oh, you going out, like we can't leave this person behind when you're going out, because you're not drinking, you're not doing any of that type of
Oh,
stuff.
on the other hand, me.
I feel like the girl code in high school and in like older years is very just different though, because
It is.
what like
It
are you even
is.
doing
It
like
is.
in high school? Do you get what I'm saying?
I was gonna say, because even in high school, the girl code was like stupid.
Yes,
Girl code, like
yes.
very, like for me, high school from like I'd say grade 10 mostly, because I was 16. Don't promote this. I'd go out a lot. We'd go out a lot on a good Sunday and stuff, going to the club and stuff. We'd come across boys a lot, obviously. So the girl code was stupid things like, why are you talking to that boy in the corner for so long? He liked me first. Or, oh, he was in my mixed.
You see, that was all, for
chats.
me. It was all, the white girlies were arguing amongst themselves with those ones, and I said, all the best.
First, it was definitely
leave it safe.
and even, especially because we lived in Hillcrest, right, which is
Yeah.
far from Durban. If you don't know, like Durban Central. So when we go to Durban Central to like groove, the boys were our oyster, right? But then now I didn't know you were out last week and you met this oyster. And now I'm meeting this
oyster box.
This
yes,
oyster box. Now I'm meeting this oyster. I'm thinking he's mine for the weekend. And now I'm beefing with that girl when I get back to school on Monday to be like, I heard you with this one man. I didn't know that.
But
Like,
also
those are the things.
Because when we were younger, like we were not good at communication. If we're being completely honest, like we just did not know how to communicate our feelings. You're already skipping to being angry. Whereas
Literally,
I didn't even know.
know. Life was just for the living.
Exactly. Like I actually had no idea. So justice for me. type
Exactly.
shit.
So girl code, there was no like ngathini blueprints or like process when we were in high school. It was just like, you were wrong for this, and you either choose to apologize or you'd be like, oh, I guess so.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's what it was when we were younger.
And then for what do you feel like are your girl code things that you actually stand beside to this day? Like what are some things where you're like, I can kick it off.
Yeah.
For me, that thing of you can't date your friend's ex, valid. Fair.
Very, very,
Because I know
very
people
valid.
like that discourse of like, or how do you feel about that discourse though when people are like, yeah, but if it's been like years that have passed and you
we've had this chat, yeah.
and now like someone wants to date your friend wants to date your ex, where to from there?
Here's the thing, right? I agree that you shouldn't date your friend's exes.
Yeah.
No go zone, sorry. But I also do hear the chat of, let's say, Sing Shadile, Sekdule, I dated this person 20 years ago and you guys happen to have a connection now. Would I fight it as strongly? Maybe not.
How did I get the connection? Do you know what I'm saying? How did I?
I agree.
How did I
That's
get
the thing. The
connection?
fact that you guys saw each other and then started speaking is heavy. in the first
But also,
place.
to be
But
honest,
because so much time has passed, do I even remember that I dated him? Do you know what I mean?
the thing is, though, also, I think it depends on the nature of the relationship. If it was one of those relationships where it was just a little snack, well and good. Like,
do your thing,
you can have your thanks. But if it's like a person who had a really deep relationship with, immediately no. No.
Even if 30 years pass,
Like,
if it's a significant relationship where we were in love, there's absolutely no way.
It's actually impossible that you're dating him. Like, why?
And girls are doing it even if it's just a year that's passed.
Yes.
Crazy business.
Another one that, even though I've been burned by it before, telling your friend if her man is cheating. I will always do that, no matter what. I stand 10 toes behind that sentiment, because what does it mean for me to know that information and my friend doesn't know it? Although I know a lot of people have different takes on it. Some people are like, no, don't say it, because at the end of the day, you become a bad guy, which sometimes you do. You become the bad guy. But mine is still to say that if there is innate trust between you and your friend should know what your intentions are. Your friend should know that my intention is not to hurt you, it's not to ruin your relationship, whatever. It's to look out for you, because, guys, there's diseases and stuff. Hello. Do you know that?
So it's
Dimasako. I'm not trying to have you look embarrassed in front of people. I want you to know exactly what you are in, what type of relationship you're in. Because at the moment, you don't know what type of relationship you're in.
I do.
So I would like to let you know so that you can move going forward. And I also feel like it's important to just create that safe space in your friendship to be like, you can tell me hard things. You can have hard conversations with each other. Because I feel like a lot of the reason why people don't like to do that is because they're always, if you're one of those friends who not even feel embarrassed, you're one of those who think that your friends are jealous of you. They're trying to ruin my relationship because you don't, specifically if it's a single friend, you don't have a man, so that's why you don't understand it, But I feel like if you have a close enough friendship with your friends, the intentions would be clear for everyone.
Because also, I can't say I'm your friend, but I'm watching something happen to you that could potentially hurt you.
Exactly.
Because you're going to find out at some point. So I'm sorry, for me, if I'm going to look like the bad guy, I'd rather take that than sit and watch you be embarrassed and get cheated on. And like, I'm sorry, I'd rather be the bad guy. I'd rather the notion be, Lanzy's jealous. I'm going to tell you that your man's cheating on you.
And the thing is, even if you want to get back with him, well and good.
And
do your thing,
your relationship.
But I'm just telling you what I know so that I don't look like the shady monster who's been knowing this information and I'm keeping it under wraps.
I can't. And if also it means your boyfriend also ends up hating me, even better.
I want him to hate me so badly.
Nothing to do with him.
No, I want him to hate
me
specifically.
today.
Like, hate me.
I will tell you that your man's cheating. Like, I'm so sorry. Like, also this thing of like, if you tell your friend that your man is cheating, it's also like you now adding problems in the relationship when they were completely fine. Were they if she's cheating?
They were not completely fine.
Nothing about it was fine. And that's why I gotta say something.
Yeah,
but yeah, I have to agree with those ones. But dating your friend's ex-guys, please don't do it.
Like, it's sick.
Those people doing it.
Also, you bring back this mlingo back into my life. Like, why are you bringing back this mlingo? What the hell?
Also, I just feel like our dynamic as friends could never be the same.
It's weird.
How do you feel about the inheriting beef one?
Okay, that one is tough. The thing is, I feel like innately, and my sister and I are both like this, where like, if you've beefed someone, I'm beefing them. Unfortunately, it's really hard for me to not beef them, specifically if they do something to you that's hurtful, like a friend of mine that's hurtful. Or what. It's really hard for me not to beef the next person. And even not necessarily like when I see you, I'm angry, but we're not cool. Like, sorry.
We're not going to be, oh my God, heaven.
Yes, the thing is like, but it's also like dynamic. It depends. It also just depends. Because at the end of the day, like, I don't know, because if you're for example, if you're in a friendship group and your friends are not getting along, now the one is beefing with the next. So now how are you going to inherit the beef when you're friends with both these people type shit? So it's really hard in those circumstances. But I feel like if it's someone who isn't my friend, I'm naturally going to there's no reason for me to be talking to you.
If you were a stranger anyway.
Yes. If you were a stranger, then I'm beefing you. But if you are friends, if we're already friends, we have a relationship, then I feel like it's a little bit more nuanced.
I do think it is circumstantial, but I'll be honest, struggled with this one because sometimes like the friend will be beefing with someone, but I feel like my friend is wrong, right? Or my friend wronged that person. So now I'm like, am I inheriting this beef even though I'm like, justice for you? So like, I'm not going to be to you when I see you because you weren't wrong. But this is my friend. She made a mistake. Yeah. But like, you guys are not cool as a result. But like, I'm not going to beef. But I'm saying I've been in a friendship where the expectation was to beef with the person. I was like, boy, I feel like, how am I beefing when you're in the wrong?
It doesn't make sense.
In that case, then I can't really. I mean, I won't be like, I love you.
Yeah, I think if you're just honest with your friend about the fact that, listen, dude, at the end of the day, like, you fucked up, but cool. Like, I'm still your friend, whatever the case is. Expecting me to beef the next person is sick.
Ooh,
Even expecting me to do it is insane.
Chobi, and the expectation was in the room, Kesan. But like, if it's something like what you were saying, where the person like did my friend wrong, and I stand by that, I will inherit the beef.
Yeah, that's my thing. I don't like the idea of like fraternizing with my friends' ops. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It also makes me
what leg am I standing in?
Yes, it also just makes you feel like, oh, what the fuck am I doing? Like, you look spineless, really.
I was about to say, you seem very flimsy. Like, you just go with the wind. What's your stance on things? What are your thoughts on things? You're just letting things happen.
Exactly.
You have to, certain things, be like, I don't fuck with that. Yeah. So as a result, I don't fuck with that.
Yeah, and I think for me in general, most of the times, even if I have an attitude towards someone, or if I'm beefing someone because of a friend thing, it mostly has to do with the fact that whatever's been done doesn't align with my morals, my values. And so whether you decide to be friends with them again later or not, I don't really care. I believe what I believe. I didn't respect what you did. So I'm taking a step back from you as a person. Doesn't mean I'm Dogfogofisa every single time I see you. No. It's just to say that you'll never be someone who's close to me. Because I see what you've done to others. Why would I now sign up for that for myself?
For myself, exactly. I think it is a principle thing. Yes. Like, if it goes against my principles, then what am I doing?
Like,
so, and I know people like to have that chat of, you inherit a beef and then those people end up being friends.
They can be.
Beef. It's true. But then it's like, if it's based on the principles thing, I wouldn't have liked that person. Exactly.
And my thing is to say, even if they decide to be friends again, well, everyone has free will. That's the nice part about life. Everyone can do what they want to do, but that doesn't mean that I need to now change myself because they want to be friends again. You're still sick for being their friend again, and that's fine.
And all the best.
Like, all the best. Like, everyone is going on their own journey in this life, so everyone must be allowed to do what they want to do. Type shit.
Yeah, for sure.
Do you have another one? Another girl code?
Do I have another girl code?
Let me actually get into I have another game, guys. One thing about it, Klamalanga.
I have so many games. Love that.
We'll get back to the conversation, but I want to do my game, just midnight quick snack. So basically in this game, it doesn't have a name. We're going to say if these girl code kind of girl code statements are valid, not valid, or if we should rework them for how we are or where we are right now in our lives. Okay, doesn't make sense. Okay. Yeah. We'll do a couple. I have so many written down here. Okay, the first one says, okay, we already did this one. No dating your friend's ex, period. The next one says, always defend your friend in public, correct them in private. I think that one is so fair.
That one is fair.
But defend, I don't know.
I don't know about defend. I can close my mouth.
Yeah, close your mouth.
Yeah, because, for example, if you're like trending on Twitter for something, I'm not saying anything, but in private, I'll be like, Chomi,
yeah, unless it's something that like vehemently goes against my values.
Yeah,
if it's something that I'm like, you are sick. Yeah, then I'm not even
if
defending.
It's something like dog and something.
If I have to say, Papa and Mthembu, I gotta say it. But other than that, I feel like for me, there's no reason for you to take your friendship like stuff and put it on a public platform. It doesn't make sense. If I need to correct you about something, that can be done
in private. The two of us. This would embarrass our friends.
Yes, already, because you probably already embarrassed.
You're embarrassed, right? No,
justice for you. The next one says, keep your friends' secrets unless their safety is at risk.
Keep your friends' secrets unless their safety is at risk.
Yeah.
I agree.
That's fair.
I agree. Because if their safety is at risk, I've done it before.
Yeah.
Calling your mom.
Your mom must get on the phone.
Is going to be on the phone with me.
We're going to have to put her on.
Or if I have to tell the girl group and be like, guys, Zama's kind of losing her marbles, so we need to step in.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like safety should always be the first priority when it comes to friendships. Like, justice. The next one is never post an unflattering picture of your friend without their permission. I think that one is valid.
That one is valid, but just to say, if you've told me that you don't like the picture and I posted, obviously I'm a piece of shit.
That's sick.
But I'm saying, if we took a picture and we didn't talk about it and then I go and post it.
That's also sick.
But I'm saying, I didn't know you hated how you looked in the picture. Do you know what I mean?
guess maybe I'm coming from a different POV because we work on the internet, so it's like, don't post my things. Do you get what I'm saying?
Fair. I guess I mean like sometimes it can be like a story or like a group picture.
Yeah, okay.
Where Zama didn't tell me she didn't like her smile in that picture, but I've posted it.
To be fair, also
I'm not being weird. It's just, it was a group picture.
I guess I'm also at the place where if I see that, like, even in my eyes you look weird and I still post it, then I'm being sick.
That's kind of crazy, yeah.
But if it's just an unflattering angle, 9 times out of 10 I'm letting it slide. I'm just not going to repost that shit. But I'm letting it slide.
Like, you didn't know I hated how I looked in that picture.
Exactly. If it's if it's a clear, like, you didn't know, then I'll let you have it.
But if you can see that I look
let you know that, listen to me, I hate this picture. Can you take it down? That's also my other thing, is that if someone tells me, like, okay, you've posted it phase, but can you take it down? I'm happy to.
Good and well.
If it doesn't make you feel comfortable.
But if you can see I literally look insane, you hate me.
Like, you can't stand me. Okay, the next one says, always tell your friend if their outfit/makeup or hair needs fixing.
Yes. We do that all the time.
Like, you have to.
Even if you're eating and there's a little spinach, I'm telling you.
Because if you get caught slipping and you're with us, we also look sick because we're not telling you that such and such and such.
And that thing is kind of crazy when someone's like,
insane.
but Landy's sitting right there. Hello.
Kelly Naya for some hours, for like quite ages.
That's giving very shady. I don't want to lie.
It is insane. So never. Okay, the next one says, don't get too close to your friend's partner. Texting, hanging out alone, etc.
Absolutely. I don't even want to have your boyfriend's number.
I don't want to know him. I'm joking. I don't want to know who he is. I'm kidding. Literally.
Like, I actually, and if I do have it, it's for literally safety purposes.
Emergencies.
That's
maybe safety. He's my secret.
Yes.
That's emergencies.
If something happens and I can't reach you and it's like, you know what, she's probably with her man, then. But other than that, or I'm planning a surprise for you. If it's not that, I will never be engaging with that man.
Unless it's one of those situations. Obviously, guys, these are very nuanced. So if you were friends with the boyfriend before obviously you can have his...
Yeah.
But the point is, if he's just, you know him as being my boyfriend, what are you talking about? There's nothing to talk about.
Like, ever.
You want to speak to me
in those situations when even if he's calling me to be like, oh, hey, I'm just trying to look for someone, even that I'm like, this needs to end very soon.
My thing is, you can call me on a sparry thing, on some hair. I'm looking for lantern. Because what they
how are you? How is your day?
Coming, boy. Okay. This one says, don't drop your friends when you get into a relationship.
Yeah, come on.
But I feel like this one is one of those that we need to re-identify because I feel like a lot of the times people don't, or when we're younger, I feel like we don't really want to accept the fact that when people get into their relationships, the dynamics naturally change and we need to naturally let them change. Because obviously, for example, now when we're single, show me, we can go out until 5 a.m. But when we were dating, we literally...
There was none of that.
There was none of that. I am going home. Like, and everyone is...
I'm going home to my king, please.
Everyone is cool with that because they're like, no, she's dating now. Like, she wants to go home a little bit earlier to go cuddle with her man before she goes to bed. And you can't be mad at that. Because I feel like a lot of the times when you're younger, you're like, oh, she's changing up, whatever. But I feel like maturing and growing up is realizing that you do move differently when you're in a relationship versus when you're single. Yeah. Obviously, when you're single, everything goes. You can go to 5 locations in a night.
Oh, no,
but but if you're dating, like, things kind of move in a routine with someone. So I feel like that is one that I feel like perhaps when you're younger is very like... It's a little bit more of an immature feeling that you have or emotions that you have towards it. But as you grow up, you start to realize that, you know what, no, like, if she needs to go home at 12, she can't go to all the locations with the single people. Fair.
Like, also, like, just to respect her relationship at the end of the day, you can't just be at the club for example.
Like,
Jola, I'm sorry.
Justice.
That's just me at least.
No, but like, whatever your thing is in your relationship, because everyone has their own things.
Yeah.
But you kind of respect whatever it is that person has. I feel like when you're younger, we always like, she's changing up because she's dating now. And it's like, oh, it's justice. But of course, she's not doing with the single thing.
Yes, no, of course. But I think a lot of people also maybe mean it in the sense that, for example, if we usually do girls' nights every Friday, for example, and then when you start dating, we've only seen you one Friday out of the whole month. That's when friends start to be like, I feel like you don't see us as much or whatever. That's what I'm saying. I agree with you. It's a thing where it has to be workable to be like, okay, guys, the compromise can be I can do 2 Fridays.
Yeah.
Because it can come across as, oh, now that you're dating, you don't see us at all.
Yeah,
or
that's also
maybe
the
it's
thing, it
someone's
needs
birthday
compromise.
and you only come like 2 hours later because you were at your boyfriend's house. Those type of things. Yeah.
And they're both fair, 100%. That's what I'm saying. I think it just needs to be reworked. No one is saying like dump your friends or become an unreliable friend because you're in a relationship. I feel like there's, again, it goes back to that thing of, I think a lot of times we look at things as black and white, whereas not knowing or not noticing the different ways that we can still show up for each other as friends. And as much as maybe I can't be there for you in the way that I used to be, I can be there for you in a different way now because I'm in a different season of my life. That doesn't mean we need to neglect each other, stop seeing each other. But like, if it means we have to find out a different way that works for us now in this new dynamic, let's do that. But I feel like sometimes people just want to be like, because you're not the same as you were when you were single, you've changed, which I don't like. Because I'm just like, everyone needs the space to explore their new connection. Especially in the villa. Like justice for the person. Yeah, I always am like, let's give people space. You know what I'm saying?
So fall in love.
The last one that I'm going to do for my questions is the concept of when you're all going out together as girls, everyone must leave together. What do you feel like that one is valid, not valid? I don't feel like that one is valid. Unpopular opinion.
Is it unpopular though? Because like
a lot of people to me would say,
if we get to the club together, we must all leave together.
People love that thing, dude.
Really?
Yes.
You know why? I guess also I'm basing it off of how we move as our friends. If one is too drunk and who can't tell it, but the rest of us still want to go home, she's requesting and going home. We have locations. We have.
If it means
I'm open number plates. We have it all.
And no one is too drunk to go home. Do you get what I'm saying?
That's the thing.
Yeah.
If I can see though that then fine.
We'll go with.
I'll go with Zama, Xalo Venice and Lesedi and whatever. You know what I mean? But also, let's say I'm there with my boyfriend and he's saying, calling it a night, and you guys are there. I'm leaving with
we're not all going home.
Even if it's not a boyfriend, sorry. If I meet a suitor in the club, but you guys are having a good time, those verbs, exactly. I'm leaving.
Or if we all came together and you meet a suitor and you're like, guys, or we're like, we all want to leave, and you're like, guys, I want to stay with my king.
With my king.
Shala, queen.
Stay behind. In fact,
hey, babe,
have fun, queen.
Literally.
Let me know how it goes tonight. Like,
literally.
We're going home.
100%.
That's what I'm saying. I don't.
So people always say that. I always see whenever there's a conversation about girl code, everyone is always talking about if we come together, we leave together. And I don't actually know a time in my friendships when that has been a thing.
I was about to say.
I was like, I actually don't know.
Leaving all together.
I'm even thinking
it's so slim.
About varsity days, like, if you want to stay, like, you can stay, queen. It's just a matter of, do we know who you're staying with? Do we know this man? What is your number? What is his number? If your phone is dead, what's his number so we can get a hold of him? What is his first name, last name? And 9 times out of 10 with me and my friends, I would say, like, we never go home with strangers.
Yeah, it's usually someone we
one
know. One of us knows the friend or knows, like, this.
We know it. So it's not a stranger.
Yeah.
So I'm always comfortable enough to let whoever stay with whoever. Specifically if you're like sober enough to know what's happening, like you're not drunk or anything like that, fairs. But umuntu who
Chomi,
I'm not.
That's what I'm saying with that one.
Grown women to go home being handy.
Unfortunately, I can't pay. Have we ever, like, as our squad, lived all together? I don't think
we have ever done that.
I don't think we've ever done that.
And if we have, it's probably just some season of we either all on holiday together or we
were all really drunk.
We're all drunk.
But if it's not that, chances are at least one of us is going somewhere and with someone staying.
Yes, or you
go live that life, girl.
Do your thing. Get back change.
So some people want to go to the second location. I don't.
Exactly.
Go to the. I'm not saying don't go to the club because I'm sleepy.
And that's the thing is, why can't we go? Because you want to
sleep.
La la, babe. La la.
La la. The rest of us sleeping.
Yeah, I guess But yeah, anyways, back to the girl code conversation. I wanted to also ask, how do you feel about the concept of girl code applying to just all women as opposed to your friends? Like, for example,
like
general women. For example, like acquaintances or whatever the case is, specifically when it comes to things like the things that we've discussed. Let's even use acquaintances.
Okay.
Like the dating someone's ex, someone who's your acquaintance, or just having those sort of boundaries also with people that are women in your life and you kind of know them, but it's also like we're not friends. Also that thing of like coming to someone as a woman, like that thing of you're looking out for that's like girl. A lot of people see that as girl code, isn't like you have to let the next girl, like you have a duty to your sister, I guess. And
if it's on the coming to a woman topic, if it's an acquaintance, Bandla, I'm not telling you. because at the end of the day, I'm an acquaintance. I don't want to be in your business
You don't wanna
like
overstep,
that.
yeah.
I don't want to overstep. So next thing I'm telling you, oh, by the way, I saw your man cheating at Temple the other day. First of all, next thing she's like, we're in an open relationship. We are pub. Oh, now what?
Happy dog.
Or two, she's like, who are you to tell me that information? Or it could be lost in translation because we're strangers. We don't know each other that well. We don't know how we friendship. We don't know the expectation. We're strangers, but we're cool. Do I hate that I know your man's cheating on you? Yes, and that's the life we live in this Joburg. All the time, I'm like, oh, I really hate it for you, queen. But I would never be the one to tell you.
How do you feel about being come to as a woman? Would you
Don't do that
appreciate
shit.
it, or would you be like,
No.
why are you talking to me?
No. Turn around. Go back to where you come from. Don't tell me that shit. Do you know why? I strongly believe, just for myself, if I'm meant to find out about something, that information will reach me on its own. And 9 times out of 10, that's usually the case. I've never been cheated on, but in other situations, the news always comes to me one way or another without it being, I'm coming to you as a woman or a stranger. Sometimes it's even someone saying something to someone else and I'm like, the math is not mathing.
You know what, for me, I don't mind, like, I just think it's the way that it happens. For example, I wouldn't appreciate someone like DMing me to say, hey, by the way, your man is cheating. Find another way. Tell my friend, she can tell me.
That's also cool.
Yes, like do it in another way. I don't mind finding out that he's cheating on me. However, like I don't like. Do you get what I'm saying? Like,
I just don't like.
Yeah, but I like it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my thing. And also when
I
it
guess
comes...
approach.
Yes, approach for me is really important. And like, yeah, I don't like the idea of... And for me, even coming to someone as a woman, I also don't think I would do it because, again, of all those dynamics. Because also, I don't know... Specifically now, if we're not talking about an acquaintance and we're talking about a stranger, like, oh my gosh, I don't know, like, what you appreciate, what you don't appreciate, like, what's tea. I would probably most rather tell your friend, but even so, I don't like being in other people's business because, as you
That's my
said,
thing.
they're in an open relationship. You are
now you put yourself in, and also now your type of conversation in that friend group. Now it's, how did you find out? Oh, you know, Lancy come out. Whoa,
like you don't know what's happening. That's even why, even when people like will be like, yeah, their parents, whatever, it's like you don't know what's happening in your parents' relationship. So it's like you don't want to be that guy to say. If you want to say it yes or no, it's up to you. But it's like you don't know what is happening in a 2-man relationship. So guys get it sometimes as a bantu, but yeah, I wouldn't mind if it was happening to me. But how do you feel about the acquaintance thing of, you know, like you seeing your friend's ex, for example?
My friend's ex. I'm seeing them.
Your mutual friend's ex. Huh? Yeah, your friend's friend. Your friend, yeah.
Okay, ex, yeah. Yes. Mina na senza.
I want that Jola.
Jola like that Jola.
Yeah. Or maybe near Jola, maybe you're just seeing each other. Let's just say seeing.
If we're just seeing each other, I guess it's fine.
Should we answer the question with conviction?
I'm trying
do you
to
think
think
it's
like
not just you? I'm saying, but do you feel like it's alright?
Friends, ex. No.
It's very close to home.
It's too close.
Yeah.
That's why I had to stop and think about it because I'm like, wait. Because I'm thinking, does who the friend is matter? But I'm like, it's still too close.
It's very close to home.
It's too close. So
it is very close to home.
No, I think I'm good.
That's why for me, I just don't like bringing back Emily. But I get what you're saying. It is a question to ask yourself because at the end of the day, that's not your friend.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. I think maybe it does kind of depend on who the friend is and how much we engage with that friend. Because if it's a friend, like, I'll make a perfect example actually. To us, let's say it's a Lesedi situation and it's her Cape Town friends and I'm dating one of her exes.
Yeah.
I'm not friends with them. I don't engage with them. Besides Poppy, obviously, justice for you queens. But like any other friend that Lesedi may have that I don't know of, I may know her in passing, but we're not friends. If I dated her ex, I think that would be fun because Asazani, we've only now met through the city. I don't know. So in that case, sure. But if it's a situation where, like with Vanessa, she has friends that I see on Vanessa's birthday all the time, or if Vanessa's a family thing, we engage a lot more in that case. I feel like dating your ex would be too close to him because now I'm seeing you in more intimate settings every few months.
Yeah.
Awkward. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So I feel like it's dependent on that.
Yeah, I hear you. But in general,
for the most part,
in general, what do you feel about the girls' goal narrative in general? And I feel like we have spoken about it before, but now as it pertains to girlhood, like some of the things that we discussed, for example, in the game, do you feel like they are just limited to your own friendships, or can they extend to your fellow sister, your fellow girl?
Turn to your neighbor. I think it can apply to our fellow sisters because I think it's all just common decency for a lot of them. For example, dating someone I was once in love with, I think it's common decency to respect that boundary with someone. So I don't think it should be just, this is how me and my friends live. I think it should just be the common thing.
No, I mean like things like, you see how we were talking about how, like, for example, leaving someone in the club, maybe you're with a group of girls who are not necessarily your friends, but there's a girl, maybe she wants to stay. Do we still keep those same sentiments up, where whatever the circumstances, not just limited to our friends?
Oh, I see what you mean.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, in the club context,
yeah,
it would probably still be the same.
Yeah.
It would probably still be the same. But in terms of, for example, like we were saying earlier, in terms of like Jolo stuff, if you're an acquaintance, then it's different because there's different boundaries and expectations. So I still maintain that, to say the expectation's different because you're not my friend. So I would move differently there. I'm not going to tell you a man's cheating. I'm not going to do any of that. With the club thing, probably still would move the same. I think what would be the different one? We would say with my friends it's like this, but with an acquaintance, maybe I can consider.
I guess for me, it's mostly just anything that is really like the personal stuff. But actually, can I even say that, because we were speaking about like secrets and stuff like that. And to be fair, I would extend all those things to my fellow women. If you tell me a secret, even though we're not friends, I'm still keeping your things. If I find out like, maybe, I don't know. I think I would, for the most part, extend a lot of the sentiments that I have to my friends just to women in general. Because at the end of the day, respect your fellow women. We're going through enough as it is.
Literally.
So I feel like us looking out for each other is kind of the least we can do. I do think, though, the expectations, obviously, that you will have of your friends will naturally be more because they have an actual relationship with you. So expecting, I feel like that girl and girl code expectation probably shouldn't be as much as you have with your friend, because of the fact that, listen, we don't know these people at the end of the day. However, just being a decent human being and being responsible and just looking out for the next person, that community thing we were having, the conversation we were having, just being a community, even if they're not your closest friend, I think it's still important.
Common
decency things should still come into play. But I think the expectations should be different, because at the end of the day, the bottom line is that we aren't friends. We don't know each other.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree. And also, I feel like for me, I never want to come across as a quirky girl or a shady girl. So like, even with acquaintances, I will uphold certain standards still, to be like, I still respect you as a girlie, as a fellow influencer, as a fellow whatever it may be. I still will respect it as the fact that we're just women. I don't want to be that girl that's like, oh, Lancy's only like this because those are her friends, but when she's with us, she's like this. Like, no, I think there should still be some common ground, but obviously with my friends, there'll just be more.
Yeah, in the same breath, though, that I don't want to be that. I also don't want to be papai. Like, I don't want to do too much, but at the same time, I'd like to do enough. So that people feel like we can chill with someone, even though she's not our friend.
Girls.
Yeah, even though she's not our friend. See, I was like, just
especially like events where there's no plus ones.
Exactly. Like, you don't ever want to be that girl whereby they're like, oh, I care. She's so used to, she's only cares about herself. She's always so into herself. She doesn't really take people's feelings into consideration.
Yes.
If you're in a bad situation, she won't help you out. Like, you never want to be that girl,
because you come
people don't want to be like around you,
absorbed.
Exactly. But guys, community is really, and all these things kind of link into each other. One
community,
just to be like, you know what? At the end of the day, we have to look out for each other. Between we have to. Anyways, you guys, we're gonna move straight into our dilemmas for the week. I actually want to start off our dilemmas this week with a update that have from a previous dilemma. It was about the girl said she didn't skip teenage pregnancy to be a stepmom at 22. Can we help her? She doesn't know if she's doing the right thing with her man who had a baby. And we said,
you need that.
Leave that baby alone, Kesan. And she said they did trauma bond in their relationship, if you remember. So she kind of feels like it's hard to get out. She says, well, hi ladies, I come bearing a plot twisty update. So this guy has decided to break things off, and I honestly don't have a problem with that, besides the fact that he owes me money and I need that cash. He's claiming that he's tired of the relationship, but I know the reason he's breaking this off is because he never even broke up with his baby mama in the first. I honestly just need the money, then I'll back off. He said he's gonna pay me, but I don't have any proof that I've lent him the money. Huge dove. But you see, this is why men with kids, their stocks will always be down. Their stocks are down. I'm so sorry to say. Like,
I hate that.
They are down.
We've been proven right.
Like, they're down. You're not even you haven't broken up with the baby mama. But of course you haven't.
Of course.
But this is why the 22-year-olds need to stay away from the baby daddies. Because at the end of the day,
it's not for
they are
you.
sick.
They are sick. And they come with a lot of baggage most of the time. And also, a lot of the things they're telling you is not really what it is.
It's really
they are liars. They
But
lie
now,
to you.
how's she going to get the cash back, considering now the only thing holding her to the situation is imali?
She doesn't have proof that she gave him the money.
You might have to charge it. I don't
You
want to
might have to write that money off.
If you want to charge the game, queen, and even if it's a large sum of money, that's the thing with lending money. Don't lend it if you can't afford to lose it.
Yeah. Oof.
Because if it is detrimental numbers that he's owing you, Dav. Because what can you do to get the money back?
There's nothing
He said,
she can do.
oh, you're going to go to small claims, guess what?
Yeah, good.
You know, small claims. If it's a big enough number, bambi, small claims.
Yeah, and if you were sending through the banking app and stuff, you're gonna have to go to those transactions, state your case.
Yeah, because other than that, you actually have to charge the game. What else can you do?
Also, whoa. Why does he owe you money? What was happening? Stop giving men money. Sorry. I'm sorry.
He needed to buy Bambas for ingane, guess. Purity and stuff.
Sorry.
But you see, this is the problem. Yes, father. No, baby dead.
To me, from the time I'm giving a man money, unless he's literally, and I actually don't know outside of Umendo when I'm doing that shit, but like, I'm not giving a man money, sorry.
Show me, and that's the problem. Now you're 22 giving men money to buy Pampers. It's bad in there.
Also, as a 22-year-old, why are you giving an older man with a kid money?
To me, for Pampers, I'm telling you, like purity and stuff. That's what it's for.
Formula.
Like that's what it's for. But all the best. Thank you for the update.
But I'm glad it's over.
Damn, like justice for you.
Glad it's over.
Anyways, the next one says, "Hi Queens. To touch on this week's topic, I think they're talking about last week. I have a dilemma. I'm a gay man who is out and proud. Period, king. So everyone in the office knows there's this fine man that's been giving me stares at the office ever since he started working for the same company. 2 weeks back, we started talking on Teams, which continues even after working hours, and it becomes flirtatious. He's not telling me with his chest that he likes me, or maybe he just wants bums. But after your episode, I question what if it's Delulu and this man is just being friendly. I don't want to ask him if he's into me and ruin our working relationship if he's not. What should I do? Nothing, king. Don't do a thing. Literally. Like,
what should I do? Nothing.
King. Like,
do nothing.
Don't do
if
a
you're
thing.
funa bad enough,
yeah.
He will tell you.
He will make it known to you. But up until then, don't be that guy.
Don't
do it.
Valumlomo
And keep pushing.
Again, going back to a woman who used to shoot their shot and not anymore.
Yeah.
That to me is a form of chasing and shooting your shot to be like, do you like me? Don't do it.
Yeah.
If he really wants you, he'll find a way to let you know and you guys will take it from there. Leave it as is.
Yeah.
Have fun, flit around in the office and teams. Keep it cute, but leave
Mixed
it as.
signals is signal enough that the people in question don't know what's going on. So up until you find out exactly what his intentions are, I agree. Keep it. Keep pushing.
Keep it high.
Pretend like that thing is not happening.
Because also, ujole emsebenzini. Risky stuff.
I'm against
Risky
the workplace
business.
romance. Bethuna,
Yeah, risky
sebenzani nigoduke. I'm begging you. I'm on my knees.
Yeah, no, the romance in the workplace, I'm so against it.
Please, unless one of y'all is willing to move, down. Because now you have to declare to HR and stuff. You're doing that stuff that Mawetu and
And how is
Take, please leave it on the TV screen. Okay, the next one says, "Hi Pussies, hope you ladies are good. I have a dilemma. My best friend is in a toxic relationship, so much so that it's affecting our friendship. She has lost herself so much and has stopped doing the things she loves due to this relationship. I've tried so much but took a step back when I realized that there's not much I can do unless she wants to free herself. I've told her many times and she is also aware that the relationship is toxic. I'm personally tired and cannot take it anymore because it's draining Nakum to always hear about the man's shenanigans and ill treatment. And he has
tricky.
I don't know. I feel like, as you said, there isn't much you can do outside of what you've already done, specifically because you are saying that she seems like she's kind of aware of the fact that she's in a toxic relationship. Trust me when I say I've been there before. I've been the friend who has to hear and hear and hear. And I feel like at some point you do need to just also let your friend know that, like, listen, this relationship is changing you in ways that are really like infringing on our friendship and on our relationship, which is really unfortunate because obviously I still want to maintain my friendship with you. However, guys, and the thing is, any single time your friend is in a toxic relationship, it is going to affect your friendship. Like, it will affect
you and your
friendship.
home girls.
Yeah, it affects every part of their life, which is why it also now tends to affect your friendship.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm saying I feel like you just need to communicate to her and take a step back. Always be there for her to the point where she can still feel like whatever she's going through in her relationship, she still has someone. Because I feel like that's what toxic partners love to see. Like when you start to isolate from your friends and the people that you care about, they like to catch you alone. So it's important for you to just be like, listen, I am still here for you. However, I can't be there for you in the way that I used to be, because now your things are affecting my things. And hopefully that'll be a wake-up call to be like, it's even now affecting my friendships that I hold dear and love close people to me. So I need to get out of here.
I fully agree. Everything Zama said, repeat. Nothing else to add. I retweet that.
Yeah, no, because honestly, guys, that thing is so tough as a friend. Seeing your friend go through that, it's hell in there.
And she's just not budging. Like, she's sitting in that relationship that is obviously wrecking her life, wrecking our friendship. But like, when you say something, sometimes it even comes across as like, now it's so, everything's a message.
Yeah, retweet, co-sign, guys. Let's do our last one. Hi, ladies. I have a DM. I had to DM you incognito because I cannot risk my man finding out. The fact that your man watches this.
Yeah.
Okay. I met Bay in about 4 years ago. I don't know what. Varsity. 4 years ago. And we fell in love immediately. One of the things we have in common is our toxic families, and so we both wanted to move out of home as soon as we started earning money. Fast forward to today, I have a good job and he's still unemployed. First paycheck, I moved out. No bed, no nothing. Got myself a cute 1-bed, 1-bath in Joburg, and I was over the moon. Baby would even visit every weekend, sometimes more, and honestly, I didn't mind. He needed to escape the situation at home where he still lives with his parents, and I was just happy to be his safe space. Within 2 months, he was living with me fully. I didn't ask him to move in with me. She put that in caps, I must say. I didn't ask him, but as I speak, we have been living together for 4 months. I don't want to live with him, but how do I chase him? What will I even say? To make matters worse, last month he bought groceries on some I cannot help you pay rent, but I thought I can contribute towards our household in some way. I thought that was sweet and considerate. Also, I didn't have any furniture when I moved in. I bought a bed, then a dining room to sit. Homeboy had a couch and a TV in his room at his parents' house that he has since moved into the apartment. To be honest, he isn't dead weight. He cooks sometimes and cleans and is a good boyfriend and roommate. But I didn't ask him to live with me. I love him so much, but I really wanted to live alone for now, do skincare routines, do TikToks, and watch Real Housewives alone. Then live together after we're married. Ngenzeni, I feel bad for feeling this way. I'm 24 and he's 26, by the way, if that matters. Damn.
But valid queen. She just wants her own space because space and it's her first apartment.
Yeah, and I guess this one is nuanced because she's saying she loves this man, so she knew that he needed a safe space. So she liked being a safe space for some time.
The actual space.
Because get out. You have to go home at some stage, King.
I think the best way is to tell him that. Yeah. Obviously in the kindest way, and then maybe just find a way to balance it out and maybe say to him, in a month, maybe you can come from for 1 full week in a month where you stay, sleep over, whatever. But for the other 3 weeks, you're going to have to be at home. And then you come maybe on Fridays or whenever we go on days, you can sleep over if you finish late. A dynamic like that where we can balance it, not live full time, purely because it's my first apartment. I want my own space to be girly and experience what it's like to live alone, because I truly believe a girl should experience living alone. So say it like that. I think he should understand if he loves you and understands you. I don't think he would take it the wrong way. And it's not like you saying, I want you to be in that toxic space because I don't want to save you from that. You're not saying that, but at the end of the day, you also have to put yourself first. You can't cater to the toxic situation. Yeah. And also, you don't want him to get too comfortable living with you where he doesn't get motivated to get a job to move out of that toxic situation, because he's going to be like, I can just live with my girlfriend anyway.
Buy a little grocer every now and then.
Buy a little grocer.
Yeah, I feel to be honest, what you need to do is all these things you've written in this text, you need to say them to him. In the sense that I feel you've written this really well, in the sense that you're not shaming him. You're not being nasty towards him. So I feel like you should have the conversation with him to say, like, listen, dude, I really love you. You know I love you. You know I appreciate you. You know I empathize with your situation because I was in the same situation. However, in the same breath, I feel like I'm a young lady. I would like to have my own space to just experience everything that you've said here. And it's so valid. I don't want to lie to you. Something as simple as doing your skincare routines, doing a little ticky, watching some Real Housewives. That is so fair. Just to be like, listen, I do and really would like to experience having my own space. And obviously, I love having you around. But at the end of the day, you being here 24/7 is not allowing me the space to do what I need to do. So I would, like how Lanzi was saying, like create maybe a schedule to say, you know what, I don't mind if you come, maybe, even if it's, I don't mind you on the weekends. Maybe during the week can I have my own space? Or maybe can you come during the week? I'd prefer the weekends alone. Whatever it is that's going to make you feel more comfortable, I feel like you should do that. And also just reassure him that, listen, I still do love you. I still do empathize with your situation. However, there needs to be a compromise here that also puts my feelings in the room with us. Because right now, you're giving a lot as a person who's also coming from a toxic situation and is in their first job and is spending their first job money paying for the rent. Can we see the rent in the room? Like, can I feel
my hard work?
Do you get what I'm saying? So you must also just explain those things to him in a way that is kind, but also firm to say, like, this is where I am with it. And like, you have to respect it because at the end of the day, it's my house.
The danger also is that he took his things from that toxic house and move them to...
I'll say you can take them back.
Oh my God. That wasn't even supposed to happen in the first place.
Yeah.
I get it. It was empty. You're going to have to move out with those things.
Yeah, I would say, like, you can take those things back if it's a problem. But he probably, if he's a good man, he won't make you take them back. But if he's a bad man, take him back.
Start saving queen.
If it's his bed, though, like for his house, then I guess he has to take it, though. So,
like, you have to sleep somewhere.
Like, he actually has to sleep. But everything else, I feel like if he's a good man and the man that you love,
there was
and
a
he can
TV and
hear
couch,
you, if he can hear you well, he will understand where you're coming from. Yeah. That's what I feel.
Yeah,
but all the best, queen.
All the best, queen. Moving on to musings. This is where we tell you guys what we're listening to this week, what the boosties are listening to. We have a playlist on Apple as well as Spotify. What are you listening to? ZX Online.
Let me find mine. You can do yours so long.
First and foremost, I'm going to start with what the boosties are listening to, which is something I'm trying to get into. Shikana dropped her new album. Ooh,
I love her.
Side note, I was obsessed with her previous album, Rose Gold. Man,
it was so good.
She even took so long, but like, damn.
Is that pink? The one?
Rose Gold.
Is it Rose Gold? That's the name of it. Oh my gosh. It is so good.
No, that was a body of work. Shout out. She's very talented.
It's
love
so
her
bad.
voice. So she dropped a new album called Less Trouble. One of our boosties said her favorite right now is Breakup Season as well as What Are We? But I think as people, let's listen to the full project. I like the song Spoon Key with King Stana. I really like that song. So yeah, let's get listening to Shikana. Locals like I'm always pushing that on this channel.
And it is.
And then what I'm listening to, we're back to Sasha Keeble. Sorry. Sasha Keeble dropped a new EP. I'm so happy you guys have no idea. She dropped a new EP, which we've been waiting for. My favorites on the EP right now are everything, but because a lot of her songs that she had already released are on the EP, but the new ones, I really like Can't Stop. Obsessed with it, as well as Work. It's a little sexual song.
Hi, Sasha. Sasha, girl.
Please listen to that EP. You guys will really, really enjoy it. So yeah, this week.
I'm listening to an old song, but I've been obsessed with this past week. It is Robert Glasper, Ledisi, Gonna Be Alright. I love the song so much.
That is a song. Robert Glasper, though. Period.
Glasper. Guys, get into Robert Glasper. Like, his music is so beautiful. And I also feel like it's giving winter vibes. I keep saying songs give vibes for seasons. But trust me, like, Robert really Glasper's music gives cold,
very, like, jazzy, classical, smooth music. Like, it's so if you're into that,
you will love it. Even the Calvin Momo people, I feel like, will enjoy Glasper.
Yes, so he's almost like the American Calvin.
Yes, no, actually though.
Yeah,
he's the American Calvin Moment. So if you like his music, I definitely suggest you give him a listen. It's 10-10. Like,
beautiful music, yeah.
So that is it. Sign up for the day. Guys, once again, we've come to that time where we have to say goodbye. It has been another scrumptious episode. Thank you so much to everyone who made it to the end of the video. If you guys actually made it to the end of the video, / if you guys have streamed to the end, let us know in the comments. We want to see all the peeps who made it to the end. Thank you so much to every single one of you guys. Please don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, guys. We're on the road to 50K, as you all already know. So we would appreciate your support. If you guys are streaming us, please don't forget to like this podcast. Don't forget to follow us. Don't forget to comment so that our podcast can reach far and wide.
Yes.
Thank you so much for all your continued support. Sintanda down, and we will see you guys same time, same place next week. Bye.